Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of Your Deck Live, a show where I play... Oh, it's Dusty. Your Deck Live on stream. My name's Davis, of course. Your Deck Live is a show where I play Your Deck Live on stream. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. I keep saying the same things over and over and over again. This is a modern deck for Shmibble. And this deck is called Pillow Fort. And I guess I lost the video of Diothar's dog in the Pillow Fort, but I whatever. You missed it. It was on my stream. Too bad, YouTube folks. You missed it. It's gone. The moment's over. You lost it. This deck is built around basically playing white enchantments that slow your opponent down or impede them in some way, and just keep piling them all up until they can't get through your Pillow Fort. Of course, it can also crumble like a house of cards if things fall apart, but that's not going to happen. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So, basically a mono white deck. We are splashing red for actually just a few cards here, but for the most part, mono white. And, you know, our goal is essentially to sit behind all these enchantments. We have Ghostly Prison. They got to pay 2 more for each attacking creature. We have Nevermore. We can name a card, and they can't cast that card. So, a combo deck, a Titan deck, great. Rune Halo says you get protection from a card, so they can't hit you with their Valakut or whatever it is. Cool. Suppression Field. Activated abilities cost 2 more to activate unless they're mana abilities. This turns off fetch lands, makes planeswalkers difficult, and Bricks is coming through. Pillow Fort! The Pillow Fort! The Pillow Fort! Yes! Maybe I'll use Diothar's dog for the thumbnail on YouTube. But so we got Rune Halo, Suppression Field. We got a couple tutory enchantments. We can tutor up with our Idyllic Tutors in Rest in Peace, of course, for against graveyard decks. Blood Moon, good against, non-basic land decks. You get the idea. We have a Greater Auramancy, XR enchantments. Leyline of Sanctity, we can't be targeted, obviously. And then there are some backdoor things in this deck as well. We are also an Enduring Ideal deck. Now, Enduring Ideal was a popular card for a while in Standard and then Extended. It has the epic mechanic, meaning once you cast this spell, you can literally never cast a spell for the rest of the game, but every upkeep, you cast this card. And it says, search your library for enchantment, put it on the battlefield. So we have a nice little Enduring Ideal package here. And some cards that were missing from the original list were Dovescape, really important Enduring Ideal card, and Greater Auramancy to lock things up. So we cast Enduring Ideal, we can get a Dovescape, which stops them from casting spells. Then we can get a Sphere of Safety, another Pillow Fort style effect that can't attack us for the number of enchantments we control. And then we get Form of the Dragon. We turn ourselves into a dragon, and we deal them 5 every turn until they die. Simple as that, really. We also have Heliod, God of the Sun, as a little mana sink, and then a couple Wrath of Gods and stuff. Other important key part of this deck that actually wasn't in Shmibble's initial version of a deck, not to, dog on Shmibble too much, was Nykthos, Shrine of Nyx. And this is a really good Nykthos deck. We already start with a Leyline in play sometimes, which is 2 free devotion. We have all these permanents, that cost white, Rune Halo and Nevermore. So Nykthos is a really, really great mana accelerator. You can probably cast Enduring Ideal on turn 4 with Nykthos. Nykthos is a really important card of the deck. Really, really important. We had a Mistveil Plains for not decking, basically. And we get a Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Because this card's just really good, actually, if you're playing enchantments. This is just a Volrath Stronghold for enchantments. A couple red sources to cast our Blood Moon. We also have an Assembled Legion as another win condition here. Slow, but never-ending win condition, which is pretty cool. So, that's the main deck. Now, one of the things that I don't like about decks like this is they give your opponent a lot of time. And with enough time, most modern decks can get their way out of anything if they're powerful enough, which concerns me. Elements like Nevermore, Blood Moon, Ghostly Prison, these are all elements that work for a little bit, but if they can wriggle their way out of it, they're going to kill you. So that's one of my big concerns with this deck. But I like having the Enduring Ideal as sort of a backdoor way to win the game. It's possible we should be even more focused on Enduring Ideal. We're only playing 2 copies. There's only 1 in the original list, but we added the second one because I think that might be an avenue this deck might need to go down. You got to win the game. you got to win the game. So that's the main deck. Sideboard's got some more enchantments. We got a Quarantine Field, which is a super O-ring, basically. The 4th Leyline, when it's good. A Gideon's Intervention, which is like a Ruined Halo, Nevermore split card. Aura of Silence, it kills some enchantments. Rest in Peace, obviously a great card. 3 Devout Decrees. Planeswalkers do seem a little annoying. Liliana, red and 6. And obviously you can kill red creatures too. Extra Blood Moon on the board. Damping Sphere against Tron and Storm decks, which is definitely going to be a problem for us. And 2 Wear and Tears. Now, one of the things I notice about this deck is we're not playing any cards that cost 1. And I start to wonder if this deck should be a Chalice of the Void deck. And there were the red-white prison decks in Modern for a while that just played 4 Chalice and 4 Blood Moon. I sort of wonder if we should be a deck like that. Like, just play 4 Spirit Guides, 4 Chalice, 4 Blood Moon, and then maintain the rest of the things that we're doing already. That could be a possible way to build this deck as like a more true prison deck. Definitely a possibility. You know, we just take out Suppression Field, put in Chalice of the Void, take out some of our enchantments, put in Blood Moon, take out a land or 2, put in some Spirit Guides, and call it a day. And that could be a way to do things too. We're not doing that. We're not doing that yet, but that could be a possible avenue for the deck as well. Cool. So that's the deck list. Modern Pillow Fort. Let's go here on Your Deck Live. Once again, the show where I play Your Deck live on stream. You want to see Your Deck on Your Deck Live? Hop on over to my website. That's right, JimDavisMTG.com. And Modern League Pillow Fort, join. Fantastic. Excellent. Thank you. But yeah, so you can go to JimDavisMTG.com. There's the deck. And hop on over. First, check out the site. It's great. All my articles are here. Sponsors, social media, about me. Look, it's me and Nicole, my girlfriend. And then me playing golf and fun stuff too. So fun pictures and all that stuff. But most importantly, I play Your Deck. It's all the information for Your Deck Live. It's all right on here. Check that out. JimDavisMTG.com. Let's go. Hope we play against Infect. It would be the Corona versus Quarantine in Magic form. Yeah, I imagine that Infect's a pretty good matchup. Ruined Halo turns off, one of their 3 threats. So, all right, let's go. Okay, so we open up on a 2-lander on the draw with Leyline of Sanctity. We're gonna keep. You can see how good Nykthos would be in this hand. We're gonna keep. It's not great, but we have Leyline, which hopefully will be good. We have Suppression Field, Gideon possibly on 3. Horizons is a pretty cool card. This pulls all of the planes out of your deck, and you get to just draw 1 every turn. So you draw all gas the rest of the game, and draw land every turn too. So Bauble, Forest, Snow-Covered, Astrolabe. So interesting start here. Probably an Urza deck, I would think. We shall see. Just don't know if our Leyline will do anything here, but Suppression Field seems great against them, though. Seems awesome. Alright, so we're going to bottom a Dovescape. Don't want to draw that one. We should draw a 3rd land here. But even Field on 2. Field to turn off their Baubles, their Emeries. Slow them down a lot. Could be pretty cool. Is Paradoxical Outcome, Aetherflux Reservoir viable for Pioneer? I have played so many Paradoxical Outcome, Aetherflux Reservoir decks on Your Deck Live, and none of them have worked. So, probably not. Alright, so this looks like a Metallic Rebuke, which kind of sucks. But I guess better now than later. So, we'll just cast Suppression Field. Not drawing very well here. You need to draw land. Yeah, sure. So this is fine. So Field is good against them. I don't think it's like the best thing ever. And I think we just need to cast spells so you can try and resolve stuff next turn. Alright, well, we've drawn 4 non-lands in a row. So we are going to lose. But what are you going to do? They have Archmage's Charm. Yeah, I mean... Not cool. Definitely not a good matchup for Ghostly Prison. Our Leylines aren't very good either. So a lot of our cards don't line up very well in this matchup. Yeah. They have explosives too. That card is insane against us. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, they're just playing Team Urza. I'm just going to concede. We're just wasting our time. Alright, so the fields seem awesome. Ley lines don't do anything. A lot of our cards don't do anything here, honestly. That's kind of the problem of playing a deck like this, is that a lot of your cards just don't necessarily do anything. And like, a lot of them are sideboard cards. Leyline of Sanctity, Ghostly Prison, that don't necessarily do anything in some matchups. And that's certainly not ideal. We should have some Boil on our sideboard, too. No Boils. I also don't know how we beat a counterspell, realistically. We have no way in our deck to, like, stop counterspells. That's a huge hole in the deck. Just a gaping, monstrous hole. The card Mana Leak, just can't beat it, I don't think. So let's cut our prisons. And Wrath of God is actually great against them. You only have 2, but Nevermore, I guess, is okay. O-Ring. 1 Rest in Peace is fine. Suppression Field, Halo. I guess we're bringing in, like, Quarantine Field. Aura of Silence is okay, I guess. Blood Moon. It's funny because Blood Moon does turn off the Mystic Sanctuaries, but doesn't actually do much else. Rest in Peace is, like, okay. I don't think Wear and Tear is very good. None of their artifacts actually matter. Yeah. Like, these ley lines aren't good. They don't really do anything. But I don't know if we can even afford to cut them, because we don't have any good cards to bring in. So bring in the Intervention, I guess. I mean, Grand Abolisher is, like, not a good Magic card. Like, if you want to beat counterspells, you board in Boils, and just, cheese them out with Boil. Maybe even, like, Defense Grid or something like that. I don't think a random 2-mana creature is going to be too exciting. Is Rest in Peace better than Rest in Peace is fine, right? Turns off Emery. Still need a card. I guess we'll leave a Prison. Like, Leyline's, like, only good on our Nykthos draws. It does nothing else, basically. Alright, sure. I mean, Wear and Tear kills nothing relevant. Killing their Mishra's Bauble or their Arkham's Astrolabe doesn't really matter, Yes. Thankfully, they are opening up Theros Beyond drafts, ranked drafts on Arena. We're doing Bronze to Mythic next week. Bronze to Mythic and Limited. Alright, going first. Okay, well, we have Nykthos. The hand's not very good, but we're going to keep. We have lands and Nykthos. We have 0 copies of Stony Silence. Doesn't do anything against them anyway, honestly. Alright, there's Temple. Bottom Plains. Guard Suppression Field is really good against them. It is definitely a thing. Like, getting the Forest, basic Forest, is kind of weird. Alright, they got a food, they got a bauble, they got some stuff. Yeah, that's an Emery. 2 Tyrus Strikers hit the bin, and Explosives on 0. Why would they Explosives on 0? I can already cast Rebuke. Did I not take these out? I left one in. Awkward. It's pretty hard to misclick explosives on 0. You have to click it like 3 times. Alright, I guess we're playing Idyllic Tutor. Not exactly a broken opening here in Modern. Like land, do nothing on turn 3. Problem is that explosives plus Emery deals with basically everything. It's probably just rest in peace, I guess. Suppression Field, they just get the explosives and then blow it up. You know, like they just blow up explosives for 0, I guess, and then just get it back with their Emery and just cast it again for 2 and blow it up eventually. It slows them down, but we're not going anywhere. Dar, yes, I said that in the opening. I think it should be a Chalice of the Woods, Simian Spirit Guide, Blood Moon deck. Put frankly, I think this deck could never beat our opponent's deck. Like, a deck that is highly flexible with counterspells and good interaction just seems like the perfect deck to crush this deck. Our deck seems like it's going to be good at cheesing people out. You know, you're playing Burn, ha, I have Leyline of Sanctity. You're playing creatures, ha, I have Ghostly Prison, you know. But their deck is just like all insane cards, counterspells. They're playing Urza on turn 3, you know, like another explosive. So they just have a Rebuke also. It's pretty sick. Happens. Alright, I mean, we draw like a Wrath of God, maybe. Oh, they're shocking. Alright. Here they come. They have like Cryptic to bounce our lock pieces and stuff too, like. Alright. I mean, Sphere of Safety is a card I want in play. But they're probably going to Cryptic us. I should put the Horizons, oops. Oh, never mind, that's how it works. Alright, let's play this card. Let's see if they can counter it, maybe. Yeah, so Cryptic Command is just like the ultimate card against our deck because we're trying to set up these locks and it just breaks everything apart. Yeah. Alright, they countered it. That's good for us. They bounced their Rest in Peace. They're just going to keep doing their stuff. Yeah, this is just kind of a joke. Alright, I'm conceding. We're not playing anymore. Yeah, I think if we played this matchup 100 times, we would win 5 games. Maybe more than that, just on the back of like cheesy Suppression Field on the play openings, but nothing we're doing is relevant against them, and they have answers to everything. So, just not super exciting. If we had Chalice and Blood Moon, Chalice helps, and Blood Moon doesn't really help, I guess, but let's try that one again. Remember, folks, check out my shirt, coasapparel.shop. Join the pile drivers. Join the pile drivers. Promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. coasapparel.shop. Tons of awesome shirts besides my shirt. Comfortable, high quality. Check them out, coasapparel.shop. Also check out the Hex Holder. That's right, the Hex Holder. I know you can't go outside, but you can buy a Hex Holder to be your friend. Hi, Hex Holder. How are you holding up there, buddy? I know you can't leave the house. I know, but I have you to hang out with, and that makes me happy. Wow, it's a good thing I'm around. It sure is, Hex Holder. Buy me. Holds 4 double sleeve decks, holds playmat, holds your dice, holds everything. Light, easy, convenient. TheHexHolder.com. Check it out at TheHexHolder.com. Promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. TheHexHolder.com. Alright, let's try that one again. We're also trying to resolve a 7-mana sorcery, so counterspells are pretty good against that too. Alright. So we're on the play with Suppression Field. I don't think we can mulligan an on the play Suppression Field hand. It is very awkward because we have Form of the Dragon in our hand, which means that our Enduring Ideals are awkward. Although we can draw to hand size, discard it, and get it back with that land too. So we're going to keep mostly based on the back of turn 2 Suppression Field. This card is pretty nasty against fetch lands, things like that. Yes, Gideon does not work very well with Suppression Field. That's why I cut one of the Gideons from a deck. Blood-Stained Mire. We get Thought Seized. How come we couldn't draw the damn ley lines against them? You know, come on. Well, there goes our entire hand in the graveyard. So nice knowing you, I guess. They're gonna have like Abrupt Decay and stuff too. Oh, man. Oh. I'm not playing a blind Rune Halo, so... I'm okay. Probably start taking my allergy medication. I went outside for a little bit during the break. Discard spell number 2. Well, we have Sarah's Sanctum in our what's it called? Our Nykthos, I think. Goodbye, Gideon. What's up, Food Line? Almost golf season, yeah. That's the worst part of spring is I hate the summer, and I love being outside. I love the spring, I love the summer. I hate the winter, I meant. But as soon as spring hits, I'm so happy to go outside. It's so nice out, but I have bad seasonal allergies, so it's just like, bam! Go inside for 3 weeks. I'm not gonna lie, folks. Don't know if we can beat this deck either. Obviously we have to draw lands, but they just have like Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy, Thoughtseize. Even if we had lands, like, what are we doing here? Like playing Ghostly Prison? Like, if we have Leyline, that helps a lot. That'd be pretty big. But God. Oh boy. I think that as this deck is built, it's not going to win very much unless it cheeses out wins with its enchantments. I think I'd like to see this deck be a prison deck. 4 Blood Moon, 4 Chalice, 4 Spirit Guides, 4 Suppression Fields, and then just focus on an Enduring Ideal endgame. And like just chill on the Ghostly Prisons and stuff like that. Alright, they have Bloodbraid Elf, Tarmogoyf. Draw step. They're also just going to ultimate their Ren and 6 and kill us. 4, 5. Just find a bolt or whatever. There's a single dip. One single dip. Obviously, drawing lands would help, for sure. Don't get me wrong. You know? But... What's a dip? So, Josin. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. This is Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck Live on stream. Your Deck Live, you submit a deck list to me, give me some money, I tweak your deck a little bit, play it in a league, at the end I tune it up to what I think is optimal. A double dip is that, and I just play it again. So... they're going to bolt us, and we're just dead. So we're at 6, with a Ren and 6 about to ultimate in 2 turns, and this stuff in play. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, next game. Let's draw some lands. So let's draw Leyline. You know, Leyline, rest in peace. Those cards are going to be good against them. So much better chance than the counterspell deck. But whoo, boy. All right, so we're going to take out some stuff. We're going to bring in our Rest in Peace, our Devout Decrees, which are actually pretty good, and the Leyline of Sanctity. I think that's it. And we're going to cut out the Ghostly Prisons, which aren't very good. Not really about these. Like, the Halos are okay. Nevermore doesn't seem very good either. Nevermore is good against decks that are just like playing one big card, obviously. Okay, let's try this. Blood Moon is not great against them. I mean, like, they saw the red lands. They're going to assume we have it, probably. We'll keep one in play, just try and, like, mise them out, maybe, but... Alright, plan first. Love it. Let's go. Leyline of Sanctity all day. Problem is that I don't think that Runed Halo or Heliod are very good either. Nykthos is also pretty nice. So now the question is, do I just raw dog our Halo? Just set up for better Nykthos turns for Heliod? I think so. Yeah. Alright. Let's name what? So... they can't target us, so Liliana doesn't do much. We have a bunch of Rest in Peace in our deck, so I'd imagine that the Goyfs aren't very good. Bloodbraid Elf's like just a 3/2, you know. I don't think that's that bad. Lightning Bolt, they can't target us. Oh, Croxa. I guess it's the same thing as what's the name? Tarmogoyf. Whatever. I care more about the devotion anyway. But I think that the fact that we cast this on turn 2 and we have no idea what we want to name just goes to show that it's like not great. It's like, all right, well, we have this card. We're kind of just playing it. What's it going to do, you know? Brand 6, sure. Gonna kill him with Heliod, so we're gonna do, I guess. Damn. Is an indestructible 5/6, so we shall see. Pay 4 mana, make a 2/1 cleric enchantment creature token. So it's a decent mana sink for Nykthos. Play new Heliod at a walking ballista. I mean, maybe. I don't think Heliod's very good in the deck, honestly. It's good right here, but it's just a very, very slow, very, very clunky card. Might win us this game because they don't really have a lot of good answers to it, and their hand's kind of slow, and they don't really... A lot of their cards are just turned off, so you play land and play, but... It's good when you cast the epic spell because you can use the mana on the ability. That's true. That's true. At that point, you should probably be winning, though, I'd hope, right? Once you've already cast Enduring Ideal a few times. Alright, so they're going to just move to discard. Cool. Like, once you have Dovescape down and Form of the Dragon down, you just can't really lose, so... It's a cool draw, I guess. Alright, go get him, Heliod. Leyline of Sanctity is obviously very good against them, so... Alright, here comes probably Bloodbraid Elf. Which is going to hit. Thoughtseize. Close enough. Is Jund viable? Yeah, I think Jund's great right now. He's been doing well, I think. Perhaps they didn't read Heliod? And a scoop. Alright. Leyline of Sanctity. As I was saying, you play an enchantment that's good against them and cheese them out. Leyline of Sanctity. There it is. They literally lost you Leyline of Sanctity and Heliod. And a blank enchantment that did nothing. That cost 2 white. We were drawing land. Alright. Good for us. Good for us. Alright. Pretty sure we stay the same here. Now, the question is, how aggressively are we going to London Mulligan for Leyline of Sanctity? I mean, yes, if we named Elf, it would have made them not attack into our Heliod token and die. It wouldn't have done anything. It doesn't do anything, you know, like... Okay. No, Wall of Omens. I think you would play the Saga, Birth of Meltis or whatever, over Wall of Omens for sure. Okay. No Leyline, but does have Rest in Peace. We just get a Mulligan. Just a 2-lander. We're playing 1 on Thin Ice. We're going to Mulligan. Do we just, like, go straight to Leyline? This hand's okay, but they just like Thoughtseize our rest in peace, and our hand's just terrible. I'm just gonna mulligan. London Mulligan's a beautiful thing. Keep. We're gonna bottom Sacred Foundry and Plains. Let's do this. Raging Ravine. You got it. Alright, Temple of Triumph. Let's go here. That's a spell. Scry says... That's a land, bottom. More spells, please. Protect our lands from discard. Yes. That is pretty funny, actually. Alright. Tombs. A little Ren 6 action? Sure. Nope. Tarmogoyf. Sure. Rest in peace. Close. Bottom. Sure. So let's see what they do here. You can tutor for Rest in Peace, I suppose. They don't play a creature. We can play Gideon, but they have Bloodbraid Elf. Kind of sucks. They shocked. What are they shocking for? Gonna bolt me. Gonna bolt yourself. Can't bolt me, actually. Lol. Whip boo, whip boo, whip boo. 3 mana, here it comes. Maelstrom Pulse, my Leyline. Oh. The gig is up, folks. There we go. Thoughtseize next turn. We have no hand. Gideon of Trials. There's no point in casting Tutor, so let's take whatever we get. So, here it is. Casting Tutor and then casting Leyline is 7 mana, but does nothing. That's not a play we can make. 7 mana to not affect the board in any way is a lot of mana in Modern. And they would just take the Leyline anyway if they really were scared of it. So, don't think Idyllic Tutor is very good at all. You cannot tap 3 mana on turn 3 in Modern and not affect the board in some way. It's just a total death sentence. They got 4 cards in hand. I prefer no Bloodbraid Elf this turn, I think. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to do it really slowly. Well, reminder, if you're not following the show with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow in there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We getting Crocs out here? No. Cole against command. 2 damage to Gideon. Discard a card. Pretty sure we're discarding the Tutor here. We just don't have time to cast it. We got to Thin Ice the Tarmogoyf, and then plus Gideon on the land, on the Raging Ravine. And have lands that actually cast spells. They have Bolt, whatever. They probably have Bolt, that makes sense. Just Bolt they're Bolt the Gideon also. Just don't know what card we're getting with Tutor that, like, actually matters. Yeah, I'm just discard with Tutor. Alright, so Bolt Gideon too. Yes, and of course if you tutor for a card, they get to play around it very, very easily too. So, alright, Planeswalker, it's in. Attack me. Do it. Bring it. Suppression Field. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Turns off the Raging Ravine. Kind of. Not like all the way, but... Alright, well, here we go. We're all in. They have 2 cards in hand. Does deck want more on thin ice? It's just like super awkward because like the ghostly prisons and stuff like mean you don't want removal, but you kind of do. I'm thinking we might do a pseudo double dip here, Shmibble. I want to build this prison deck. I think his deck is fundamentally flawed in a lot of ways, and we're just not going to win any matches. Unless our sideboard cards, our main deck sideboard cards, line up really well. Assassin's Trophy, yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. Get a land, I guess. And then they have another Bolt, sure. Play a creature, please. I don't think Birth and Witness is very good. I think this is a very good lesson, though, in deck building that a lot of people struggle with. They're like, Idyllic Tutor's awesome. I can just get a Rest in Peace and do whatever the hell I want, you know? But it doesn't play out like that, and people don't necessarily realize that. It's a Ghostly Prison. They'll never attack me. But it doesn't really work like that, you know? With no card advantage, no real plan, besides just like sitting behind cards that kind of do things, your opponent will eventually find a way out and pick you apart. Well, we had Leyline on turn 0, you know? Starfield of Nyx is a good one. I actually like that card a lot. That's a really good one. I think. I'll only think about it. It's a pretty powerful card. I feel like they're also playing on a toaster. Alright. What do I want to add blue for? What's Lunar Force? I think I have to restart Magic Online. It's just going unbelievably slowly. Counter spells and card draw? Aren't you just playing a control deck then? Like, why do you want all these cards? Alright, so let's play another match. Actually, I'm gonna restart. Remember, folks, check out bwsupplies.com. BSW Supplies, number one source for your game supply needs. I've used their gear every tournament I've played for the last 4+ years. What is going on? Check it out, bwsupplies.com, and get some gear today. Best sleeves in the market. And best deck boxes, best binders, all the best stuff. bcwsupplies.com. Check it out. Also check out Cardboard Live. If you're a content creator, please get involved with Cardboard Live. They are the overlay you see on screen right now, and they're making watching Magic on the internet much, much more enjoyable. Big thanks to Cardboard Live for being awesome. Please email James if you're a content creator. Get involved. Get in the beta. You're going to want to be on the ground floor with Cardboard Live because they are the best. Maybe like just everyone in the world's playing Magic Online right now, just because that's why it's going so slow. This poor Magic Online's like, oh my god, people are playing me again. There's a BTQ and there's there's a virus and everyone's quarantined and people aren't playing as much Arena. What do I do? I can't handle this. Is actually insane. What is going on? Like, oh boy. All right, let's go. Back to it. And Vintage Cube, yeah. Poor Magic Online's just trying to find some life here, you know? Alright, we are going to Mulligan. I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna Mulligan. Alright, sure. It's funny because the double ley line with Nykthos is actually pretty insane. I think we actually want to keep that. Just ship Foundry here and have double Leyline plus Nykthos. That's pretty insane. Like normally Leyline would be redundant, but see, this is a thing that does something. This is a synergy that actually makes some forward progress. You know, Leyline plus Nykthos. Too much of his deck is trying to stop your opponent from doing things, but the cards aren't effective enough to do that. Who wants to see a rebuild of this deck? Raise your hand in chat. Normally we don't do this, but I like Shmibble. Shmibble's been a frequent customer of Your Deck Live, so I'm willing to do a little bonus action for him. Because this is a good lesson in how not to build your modern deck, in the sense that people really love decks like this and cards like this, but they just don't work in a lot of ways. So we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. And it's not meant to be an insult. It's a very common, very, very common deck building problem. It happens a lot. Bottom that. People see cards that stop their opponents from doing things, and they're like, this is great, how can I lose? But decks always find a way. This is a hand to get for Idyllic Tutor? Sure. Alright, so some sort of like... Are they playing my Bant Slide deck? My article on coolstuffinc.com? That'd be cool. Nevermore. Alright, you're up. Yes, the plan is to be a functional prison deck. They're playing Astrolabe and Verdict. Okay, maybe not. Yes, we're just going to be an actual prison deck and try and play real lock pieces that really lock people out. No Ruined Halos, no Nevermores, no Ghostly Prisons. We're going to play 4 Blood Moon, 4 Chalice, 4 Spirit Guides, and be an enduring ideal deck. Because the thing is that even if you slow your opponent down, you've got to do something to win the game. You can't just sit there forever, because your opponents will eventually draw out of it. It's a Fairy Time Raveler. Well, that does bounce our enchantments. Alright. Nevermore? Name Lifelong? Basic Mountain? That's not Patrick Sullivan, is it? No way. Myth Realized? That card's not very good. You know? You can't play too many cute cards. You can't play too many, Alright, Bounce Sure. You know, you just gotta have a plan, and you gotta execute it. Alright, they loan back 2 fetch lands, which is fine. They're not cycling lands, so... Astrolabe, sure. Where's Nicole? Her league is starting. Her BDQ is starting in like 2 minutes. Hold on a second, folks.
I'm ready.
All right.
Dishes are away. I had something to eat.
Nevermore.
I'm ready to go. Are you ready?
Oh, I ready. I'm playing no BDQ.
All right. Are you ready to play this? Ready for Heliod?
I guess. On top. I mean. All right. Didn't play around Manatithe, but name Life Malone again. So there you go. Our Nykthos taps for a lot of mana now, so Heliod might do something, but I wouldn't say Heliod looks pretty good here. It looks okay. It does something, but they're also just gonna like make land drops and start making tokens of Field of the Dead. They can just bounce it with Teferi or whatever. Like, all right, there's Euro, sure. Ghost Quarter? That stinks. Will they kill my Nykthos? We did top with our scry, so Prairie Stream, cool. So we're just like a Bant Field of the Dead something or other deck. Heh. They have two of the same land name. They can't make a token. It's funny. Funny. Very funny. Alright. Why would they let us draw the card we topped and then Ghost Quarter us? That doesn't even make sense. Okay, sure. It's fine. Heliod. Go get him, buddy. That Nykthos, our hand breaks down a little bit. What up with the bits? Failfish, 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 failfish. Path to Exile. Alright. Let's draw Enduring Ideal. Nope, just Ghostly Prison. Alright. They have 5 cards in hand? They're playing like Cryptics and stuff too? Archmage's Charm. It's a little ambitious in their Field of the Dead, Temple Garden, Ghost Quarter deck, but Astrolabe's a hell of a card, I guess. Heh! The third Snow Covered Island. Nice Field of the Dead. Nice Field of the Dead. Funny. Bounce Nevermore, sure. All I'm saying is they can play Archmage's Charm in their 3-color deck, but I can't play Steel Leaf in mine. Well, They have 4 Arkham's Astrolabes and fetch lands. And unfortunately, the Pioneer deck does not. With fetch lands, you could probably do it, Shmibble. You could definitely do it. But there are no fetch lands in Pioneer, so... And they still don't have enough lands to make the token with the Field of the Dead, or the right lands, I mean. So yeah, this is just like clearly not working. As you can see from this game state here, we just never win ever in a million years. So we're just going to concede. I hope this has been enough of an example as to why these cards don't work. Questions, comments, concerns? Should we just go right to the rebuild? Should we keep playing? We're just never going to beat our opponent's deck. And their Teferis and their Archmage's Charms, stuff like that. So, do I concede and go right to the rebuild, or we finish this match? What do you think, chat? Talk to me. Rebuild. All right, great. Okay, so let's see. Rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. What? Magic Online's crashing. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Shmibble deserves better, yes. So, this deck just doesn't work. Decks like this just don't work. They basically only work when the sideboard cards they have in their main deck are just really, really good against the decks in the format. So, if we play against Burn and we draw Leyline, great. Probably win that game. You know, if we play against a Goblin deck and we have Ghostly Prison, great. But these cards just aren't good. You know, like they're just not good Magic cards. And trying to stack a whole bunch of them on top of each other to try and make them good is like trying to build a castle out of poop. You know, it's not gonna. The foundation just isn't really there. So, but the idea of building like a prisony enchantment-based white deck, we can definitely do that. We can definitely do that. So let's just fix this up real fast. All right, Rune Halo's gone. Ghost Prison's gone. Leyline's are gonna stay, I think. Heliod's gone. Horizons is gone. Tutor's gone. Oblivion Ring is gone. Gideon's gone. Nevermore is gone. We're gonna keep the Leylines, the Suppression Fields, and the Enduring Ideals. Now we're gonna try and play cards that if they're going to stop our opponent, they're going to really stop them. Blood Moon, Chalice the Void, and Suppression Field. And we're going to try and play them quickly, and then we're going to try and build up to our own personal endgame, which is going to be Enduring Ideal, which I think is actually an awesome card. So, all this is gone. Might want to keep in like one... Maybe one Oblivion Ring, honestly. Maybe we want to keep one for an Enduring Ideal target, but... Tutor's too slow. Gideon's too slow. We're playing 4 Enduring Ideal, don't worry. Horizons, Heliod. These are all just kind of like really cute, cool cards that aren't great. Prison's just not good. Halo's just not good. All this is gone. So that's that. Boom. Then we go 4 Blood Moon. Okay. 4 Chalice the Void. And 4 copies of Simian Spirit Guide. One, two, three, 4. And Spirit Guide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And Wrath of God is probably fine. Nevermore. How'd you get back in here, Nevermore? Get out of here. So, we're going to have the Prison part of our deck, which is going to be the 4 Chalices, the 4 Blood Moons, and the 4 Spirit Guides. We're going to have the Enduring Ideal part of our deck, so 4 Enduring Ideals. That's going to be our endgame. And then we're gonna, Suppression Field is also part of our package here. So these are our hate cards. We want to cast Suppression Field on turn 1. We want to cast Chalice the Void on turn 1. Or we want to cast Blood Moon on turn 2. Okay? That's the first part of our plan. I think we're playing all 4 Leylines. Because they're just really good with Nykthos also. Obviously Nykthos and Blood Moon's a little much, but if we have Blood Moon in play, then hopefully we'll, we won't Nykthos. So that's that. Assemble Legion's also going to go, I think. Sorry. So, win condition is Enduring Ideal, For Sphere of Safety, Dovescape, Form of the Dragon. Thin Ice is gone. Royal Rest in Peace is fine. Greater Auramancy. Lotus Bloom to ramp. Don't think we need that. What does Starfield of Nyx do? Excuse me. May turn enchantment card if you're given to the battlefield as long as you have 5 more enchantments. Each other non-or enchantment becomes a creature. I think it's actually not good because I think that we don't want to turn our enchantments into creatures and make them easier to kill. So, 4 Enduring Ideal, Dovescape, Form of Dragon, Auramancy. Let me take a quick look at old Enduring Ideal decks, make sure I'm not missing an important enchantment. They used to have Solitary Confinement. That's a prison card. Alright? Solitary Confinement is a prison card. That's a fort. So yeah, look at like this. So the old Enduring Ideal decks. There you go. You can't see it. There's no mouse over. There it is. Solitary Confinement is a prison card. All right. Phyrexian Unlife and Solemnity. I don't really like that. Too fragile. So. They're playing Pentad Prism. We're not going to go down Prism because we have the Nykthos route, and then we're going to be trying to slow our opponent down also. So they had 2 Form of the Dragon, 3 Decree of Silence. That card's cool. Obviously, that card's not available to us. During Ideal, Fire Eyes, Seeding Songs. They have more ramp. Definitely, this is more of like an all-in combo deck. They have like faster land stuff too. This is just whatever. It's just some old Enduring Ideal list. I just want to see what the cards are. They have Burning Wish too, right? This is old school. Look at this deck. This is forever. Okay, but they won Honden of Seeing Winds. The Honden was the combo with the Confinement. All right, so yeah, just Form of the Dragon Dovescape's fine. That works well. Okay. Overwhelming Splendor. Let's look at that card. Because that card is a card. It costs a lot of mana. Enchanted Player. Creatures enchanted player controls lose all abilities have base tower and up as 1. The enchanted player can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. It's whatever. Besage is also a good idea. That's going to be part of our sideboard plan probably. Okay. So, 4 Enduring Ideals. Now, if we draw Form of the Dragon into our hand, that could be really awkward for Ideal. We might actually want 2 of them. Which isn't great, but is there any other enchantment-based win condition? Rule of Law. That's a sideboard card for sure. So Rest in Peace, Oblivion Ring. Wrath of God is fine. Add one of those, I think. Where'd it go? Oops. Third Wrath. Dovescape. Sigil the Empty Throne. Assemble. I guess Assemble works. Just like as another win condition. Sure. We'll keep the Assemble in. Alright? That's fine. Again, I don't like Starfield because it makes your enchantments creatures, thereby easier to kill. So, Deafening Silence cost 1. Doesn't work with Chalice. Okay, so that's that. We need to add a few more. So we're going to cut the Mistveil Plains. We're going to add a 4th Nykthos because Nykthos is insane in our deck. 4 Foundry, 4 Temple, and 4 Spirit Guide as our red source for Blood Moon. I want to add like 2 more. I think I want to actually add the Canopy Land. Cut Plains. And now we have 10 plus 4 red mana sources. Let's add 1 more, actually. We can't go too light on Plains, I guess. We obviously have Plains to play to cast our spells with Blood Moon, so... do we still want Hall in this deck? I don't think we do. You don't even want this anymore. Just add a Plains. So, add a Plains. This is 24 lands, 4 Spirit Guides. Now, Nykthos definitely isn't as good in this deck because we are not playing as many enchantments. We're not playing all this stuff. But I actually might have shave a Nykthos. Yeah, Sphere of Safety is part of your Enduring Ideal package. Sandworm Convergence. That's a nice one. That is a nice one. Creatures that flying can attack you or planeswalker you control. Yeah, that's in. That's over the second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Birth of Meltis is interesting. I want another enchantment or two, honestly. I don't mind playing another Rest in Peace, honestly. I'm not playing Assemble Legion. We have Sandworm, we have Form of the Dragon, so... I think we're going to cut a Nykthos, actually. We only have the Ley Lines for Suppression Field. I want to play a few Rest in Peace, I think, too. Just like a good card in general. It's 24. I think this is... It's kind of land. Birth is just like a card. It's not particularly great. I don't think we want... what's it called? Lotus Bloom. Definitely don't hate playing another Rest in Peace. Just play multiples in the main deck because the card's just good and just an enchantment. And then playing a Rule of Law is also kind of fine. Just another card we can search for. It's Enduring Ideal. I'm concerned casting Enduring Ideal on time. Enduring Ideal on time, honestly. It's not too wrathy, I think. Suppression Field, Rest in Peace. Devout Decree. Maybe you could play a Halo. Wheel of Sun and Moon. What's that card do? Card puts their play work anywhere. It said, or bottom left player's library. It's not the worst. I think we're going to play a Halo. We're on Lotus Blooms. Alright. Is Seal Away playable? Playing Blooms and we get to like shave probably another land maybe. It just like we're just making the Nykthos worse, you know? Like it might even be better to play what's it called? Pantaya Prism. Peace. There's like Banishing Light too. And Bloom is like pretty mopey. You know, let's this. What's I think I'll play more enchantments. I think we just want to play more enchantments. Play Nykthos, play the fourth Nykthos. This O-Ring is better than Banishing Light. Give me another O-Ring. And then another Four Blood Moon, Suppression Field. Suppression Field, Leyline. Enduring Ideal. Our Enduring Ideal package. Wrath of God is like fine. Did I have one Halo or no? Alright, I think one Halo is fine too. Journey to Nowhere. It's okay. Alright. Let's try this. And then Sideboard Plan. And we're going to bring in, we're going to have 2 boils. No Quarantine Field, no Intervention, no Aura of Silence. 2 more Rest in Peace. Devout Decree. Damping Sphere is cool. Wear and Tear doesn't really work anymore. 2 Beseju. We need to, like, not die to aggro decks. We need to be able to beat... Need to beat control decks. Leyline Decree. I mean, Damping Sphere's pretty nice. Tron definitely. I guess they have Blood Moon stuff. You gotta remember that, like, in a lot of ways, Chalice of the Void, Suppression Field, and Blood Moon are ramp spells because they don't speed you up; they slow your opponent down. You know, which is definitely cool. Master of a Sideboard is kind of cool. What if we board like Timely's pretty cool. Privileged position. Other perms you control of hexproof. It's just basically Auramancy just better, I think. Playing Auramancy as a 2-drop to make our Nykthos better is pretty cool. So you have Rule of Law, Timely, Boil. Love Boil. Love the idea of boiling some people. Beseju, Damping Sphere. Decree. Oh, Stony. Sure. Okay. This is it. This is our new version. So let's export this. The free double dip, sort of. It's not a double dip, but the deck just wasn't functioning, so we had to tune it up a little bit. So I'm gonna need a short little break to get these cards. So YouTube, you won't even notice. All right, so we're back, and we're giving Shmibble a pseudo double dip out of the kindness of my heart, because I couldn't stand to play the card Nevermore in my deck anymore. I love you, Shmibble. Ain't no time like overtime, right? So we took the prior prison deck that was way too focused on trying to play a lot of cute enchantments like Ghostly Prison and Ruined Halo and Nevermore, and putting a real soft lock on our opponent, not really doing anything. We've taken that and we've double dipped it into something different, but similar. We're playing real lock pieces now. We're not playing Nevermore. We're not playing Ghostly Prison. We're playing 4 Blood Moon, 4 Chalice of the Void, 4 Suppression Field, and 4 Simian Spirit Guide. So our goal is to cast one of these on turn 1 or 2, put our opponent in a serious bind, and then kill them in a few turns with Enduring Ideal. So Enduring Ideal, really powerful card. That's our end game. And every card we have goes towards this. Either it's a lock piece like this. We still have Mandate Rest in Peace, still have O-Ring, still have Wrath of God, Leyline of Sanctity, but for the most part, we're just trying to get to Enduring Ideal. Now, we're not playing Lotus Bloom or the other card, Pentad Prism. So we're relying on Nykthos to give us the extra mana for Enduring Ideal. I don't think playing 7 lands is also out of the question either once we slow them down with Blood Moon and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see if the deck really needs like a Pentad Prism style effect, but we'll just shut up and play. We're going to play two player queues because can't play a league, obviously. So modern 2-player queue, let's go. Dovescape is a nombo with Form of the Dragon? No, because you get Dovescape, and then you get the card that the Sphere of Safety card, and then you get Form of the Dragon. So once the Dovescape is the first piece that stops them from interacting with you because it counters all their spells, and then you get the lock pieces that win the game. So Blood Moon deck relying on Nykthos. Obviously, we don't need Nykthos, but that's also good too. So, and Sandworm does the same thing. So flyers can't attack. Sandworm seems really good. So, Nana with the deck tech. We'll do this after this. It's Nanichi. Why do you have a different name on things? So, deck tech error will be after this league, right? Let's go. Yeah, sure. Turn 0 Leyline and Suppression Field and Nykthos. We gotta keep this. Again, Suppression Field is very, very good. Turns off all fetch lands. Doesn't turn them off, but it makes them much harder to use. Planeswalkers, Mishra's Bauble, Emery, things like that. So, Nana, you got it. Nanachi's power. I can say it. I can say things. Opponent says, huge fan of a stream. Well, you're not going to be a fan of getting locked out by Blood Moon and Suppression Field. Opponent mulligans a 6. Suppression Field is only really good on turn 1 or 2, but can do some pretty good things. All right, Temple of Triumph. Let's go. Bottom. Castle Garenbrig. Okay. Well, here. God damn it. Here's your field. Don't know how good this is against them, honestly. I don't know what they're playing fetch lands or not, or what they're doing, but Ancient Stirring, so probably Amulet. Yeah, they're just playing Amulet. So, Blood Moon, please. Nope, just another copy of Suppression Field. Yes. Field does not stop mana abilities. Ruined Halo. Now, I mean, if they were just playing like straightforward Valakut, that would be good. But naming Titan here which kills the land, so we should bottom that. I think we're just racing to Blood Moon basically. Ancient Stirrings. Suppose Field stops. Makes it harder to activate the land that gives haste, and makes it harder to use Tribe Scout, I guess. Radiant Fountain? Alright. Blood Moon. Oh! Hello! And a concession. See? That's what we want to be doing. Just playing unfun cards and locking them out. Not Ghostly Prison, Blood Moon. If you're going to do it all the way. Alright? That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Now, what do they usually play on our sideboard as far as... they play Nature's Claim? So, we're going to bring in... I guess Damping Sphere. And... nothing else is really good. Actually, we can bring in Boil. They have the 2/4. Yeah, sure. A lot of our cards suck, so like I would say our Rest in Pieces are terrible. Our Ruined Halo is terrible. Our O-Rings aren't very good. Chalice, I think Chalice on 1 is still good against them, but Wrath is like not really great. Yeah, it's probably worse than O-Ring. Let her rip. Love bringing in the old Boils. Might have Field of the Dead. Yeah, but I mean, like, Rat's not really that good there, right? You know, we just want to get the Sphere of Safety in play, probably. I guess Suppression Field's not great, but it does slow them down a little bit. It's a cheap enchantment for Nykthos. None of the other cards in our sideboard seem very good, so... oh boy. This is a hand. It's too much hand of the weak fodder, you know? Opponent mulligans to 6. I don't think we can keep this. If one of these lands was red, maybe, but... It's ridiculous. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. That's the one. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. We have 14 red sources. Yeah. We're on the draw, too. Alright, sure. We'll keep. Then they're going to get a forest, and they're going to Dryad us, then we'll boil them. Right? Put them all against the 5. Breeding Pool. Shock. Tribe Scout. Temple of whatever. Chalice of the Void. We shall see. We shall see. H Stirrings. Okay. Chalice is a little too late here, unfortunately. They already cast 2 1-drops. Breeding Pool. Breeding Pool number 2. Sure. That's pretty funny that our Boil is actually currently an Armageddon with no Dryad and Blade, because they have 2 breeding pools. Alright, well that was not a red source. That was a Sandworm Conversions. Don't like that. No, we're playing Chalice on 1. I believe that their answer to stuff is a Nature's Claim, too. So I guess they also have, like, Pact for the 2-1. So I guess Chalice on 1 and 0 would be ideal, but... Close. Dryad of the Elysian Grove doesn't have a creature type Dryad, really? They have Rex Sage, and I'm sure they have Nature's Claims and stuff too. Oh, Force of Vigor is really good too. Beast Within, sure. God damn it. What a grief for hand. What a grief for hand. And nope, it's still an amulet, or still a chalice in play. Attack for 1, alright. They didn't buy their breeding pool? We did it! Sort of. I kinda wanna top this, honestly. We want to make land drops, then play Blood Moons and stuff, so. They didn't play breeding pool. It's kinda weird. We're just not playing. We're just not playing things. They're hedging against Boil. I mean, I guess. They just like almost assuredly have an answer to Blood Moon. I kind of wanted to say go and just boil them. Like they should play another breeding pool, right? If I draw a land, I can go Blood Moon, which is even better. I guess like they have to have like Abrupt Decay or something. They could have a Force of Vigor. Like they're like clearly holding stuff. I'm gonna say go. I'm gonna boil them. I'm gonna Stone Rain. Taste it. Alright, and we draw a land and play Enduring Ideal. Or Chalice of the Void. Chalice on 0. Chalice on 0. What do they force? Be a boil, I guess. Well, now they can't play force. See, these are prison cards, all right? These cards right here, these are prison cards. As long as you draw a land before they 12 us with this thing, why can't they force? Because these have Shroud. They could have forced a response, but all right, untap, another Chalice to Void. So play this one on 0-2, I guess. Oh, duh. Sure. Probably should put it on 1. We will not die to Tribe Scout. All right, there's your force. They force the Auramancy and the Chalice on 1. So not playing Chalice on 1 is kind of... Hope it won't bite us here. They need to have another force, though. Force exiled Ancient Stirring? Sure. Oh, for the love of God, just draw a land. They have Karn? Maybe. But now we have Field, so Karn costs 2 more. Amulet of Vigor. Yeah, not playing that Chalice on might lose the game. I guess they would like hit the 2 1s. Not the Auramancy? I don't know. Alright, sure. Can we draw land, please? No. Draw Seer Safety, though. Alright, sure. What the hell was that? Oh, I paid 4. Right, This is insane. Opponent says 20 damage scout. I said, ha, maybe. We won't have anything to ideal. Yeah, I know. Alright, we're at 8. Oh, man. This is effectively match number 4. The original build was not functional. So we went 0-3, and I'm giving a pseudo free double dip of 2 extra matches to finish the league with a fixed version of a deck where we're playing some real prison cards. Alright, we did it. Woo, finally. So, Enduring Ideal. So, every turn, I get search for an enchantment, and we, let's see here. What are we gonna get? So, they already killed the Auramancy. I guess the problem is, if it's Dovescape, and our exact draw for the turn is Form of the Dragon, we lose. We actually can't win the game anymore. But I'm pretty sure it's just Dovescape, which turns off all of their ways to deal with my stuff. And then it's Form of the Dragon, and then the game is over. So, if we draw Form next turn, so be it. So be it. We've already drawn this too, so. Oh, we can no longer cast a spell. We are under the thing. If we draw Form, you'll donate a sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Oh, it's on upkeep. Duh, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. Never mind. It casts in your upkeep. We're good. I forgot. Just forgot how epic worked. All right. Got form of the dragon. Draw for turn. Say go. So form of the dragon. We're a dragon. We have 5. We're a 5/5 dragon. Every turn our life becomes 5, and then every upkeep we deal 5 of something. And it's a moat. Creatures that have flying can't attack you because we're a dragon. We fly. So I think this game is locked up. All right, so end step. There's that. Upkeep. Triggers. Upstairs. We're going to get probably another Blood Moon. There isn't really much left to get, honestly, so... I suppose if they draw a basic forest and a reclamation sage and they kill my form, I could also lose. But I don't... With the Auramancy already in the graveyard and Sandworm already in our hand, we have no other way to stop that, so I don't think it really matters what we do, realistically. Yep. They can't target us. We did it. We're not playing the Hall. What's a Blood Moon in place? The Hall doesn't do anything. So yeah, Dovescape is non-creature, so that's why the Auramancy's there too, so you can like set up a full lock. But all right, there it is. Great success. Obviously, running our Blood Moon deck into a, an Amulet deck is, pretty fortunate. But Eddie says had to pick between Panarin or Zibanejad for what? What's the context? To name my hamster after? Zibanejad. Put some green sources to cast the worm? No, it's totally not necessary. Who's the better player? I mean, Panarin's a better offensive player, I think. Zibanejad might be a better complete player because he plays in the penalty kill. He's a better defensive player. He's a center. He puts a two-way game. I don't think Zibanejad has been insane long enough. It's like Panarin's had a much longer... Panarin's been a point-per-game player for like 4 or 5 seasons, whereas Zibanejad's only been that for like a season and a half. So... It's a tough question. It's funny. John asks that question all the time. 9-year-olds are obsessed with like, who's the best this? What's the best this? What's the ultimate this? So John asks that question like every time we watch a hockey game. But it's an interesting question for sure. It's the kind of question of like, what's better, a more rounded overall player? Like, who's a better player, Crosby or Ovechkin? That's a hard question to answer. Who's a better goal scorer? It's Ovechkin, not even close, obviously. There's no doubt that Ovechkin's probably the best goal scorer in the history of hockey. So, it's a challenging question for sure. Personally, I think Ovi's better than Crosby is anyway, but screw Crosby. Nicole's chortling in the background. All right, on the play. All right. Yeah, haters. Keep. How about Gretzky? Gretzky's the best player of all time. It's not close. But I think Ovechkin is a better goal scorer. I don't think there's ever been a goal scorer better than Ovechkin. Nobody scores goals better than Alexander Ovechkin. Meshin the Mind Cage? I mean, why? All right, bottom this. There's a little bit of Babe Ruth stuff-esque things with Gretzky where like he was just so much better than everyone else when he played, for sure. But so his numbers are a little inflated in that regard, but he's still just the best player by so much. All right, so they're playing Burn. And we're going to Chalice the Void them. and then hope to not die, basically. I don't think White Castle could be okay, but it's bad. It's bad under Blood Moon, obviously. So, thoughts on the Watson brothers? I don't know who that is. All right, might actually just be prowess. All right, just a prowess deck. So, Chalice of the Void should be pretty good here. I'd say most of their cards are off right now. They can obviously cast cards to just like pump Soulscar Mage, but. The Broad Street Bullies. That was the Flyers back then. I'm not super familiar with like early era hockey. Rest in Peace is fine. Turns off Reveler. We'll cast it. You know, I mean, we're not going to not cast it, but. So yeah, they're just playing spells. Every spell is 1 damage with a Soulscar Mage and Blood. Dovescape. Alright. Just play Rest in Peace. Thoughts on Mistveil Plains? I mean, we're going to have Blood Moon in play a lot. Just a tap land. It could be a thing, you know, like, maybe. And you shuffle our hand back in. I don't think that's necessary. And if you draw both your win conditions, happens, I guess. You know, like, you don't want to dilute your deck too much. Lava Dart. So once again, everything they have is Lava Dart, so we can cast Form of the Dragon, it's true. We have 2 cards left. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. It's actually like not really relevant because most of their cards can't target me anyway, but it is also extra mana for Enduring Ideal, so yeah, what cards can they actually cast? Like, we Rest in Peace and Chalice on one. They can't cast Bedlam Reveler. They can't cast any of their spells. Like, resolve any of their spells. Let's just play like a Kiln Fiend. I mean, Manamorphose. The Mentor decks were fun. They didn't do as well as I would have liked, but they were pretty sweet. So this is 3-4. Yeah, we're still 1 short on Dovescape. So Nykthos currently taps for 4. That's 4, 5, 6. We draw a Lambing Cast Enduring Ideal. What's up, Death? Massive fan. I appreciate that. Welcome. If y'all are just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name is Davis. This is Your Deck Live. A show I play Your Deck Live on stream. This is the updated version of Shmibble's Pillow Fort deck. We're playing real prison stuff. Locking them out. Prison rules. Alright, I mean, just ship it, right? This is 4, 5, 6, 7. You go to 7 life. Play Enduring Ideal. And Convergence says, yeah, it's probably Convergence to start. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. I mean, they can't burn us, and they have to attack us. Is Form or Convergence better? Or Convergence, I guess. Like, they're mono red. They can't do anything, you know? Like, they can't target us. They can't play any of their spells. You got a cool Pioneer deck for me? Well, sounds sweet. Alright, lock them up. See? Chalice the Void and Blood Moon. You gotta play high ceiling cards, you know? Ghostly Prison and Ruined Halo, low ceiling cards. Chalice the Void and Blood Moon, High ceiling cards. What's up, Zonerator? How's it going, my friend? Welcome. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, I'm happy to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Things are going good. I'm just living my normal quarantine life, which is normal life anyway. And, yeah, just hanging out, relaxing, chilling out, maxing. Death, I do your deck lives. I do, you can donate and I'll play your deck or do a deck and stuff like that. I don't really do, like, unsolicited deck stuff because then I'd be doing it for everyone. So, you're welcome to post it in chat. People can talk about it for sure. I don't mind that at all. But can't promise I'll look at it. Alright, so we're bringing our Timelies. And I guess our Devout Decrees. And honestly, probably Rest in Peace maybe. Because, I mean, some of our cards are bad, right? Like, Blood Moon is just blank. Don't need that. Runed Halo is fine, I guess. Yeah, Suppression Field is also pretty blank. Yeah. Like, Field doesn't do anything. Rest in Peace looks like it's an enchantment that turns some stuff off, at least. Damping Sphere? For the finals when the Vrisk goes? What? Rule of Law? Rule of Law is fine. You can buy Rule of Law. It's better than these cards, so... Field turns off Canopy lands? Suppression Field? I mean, I guess. Sure. Virus. Oh, sure, yes. Oh, the player store. Yeah, I mean, who knows when that's going to happen. But, sweet, yeah. I mean, alright, so Leyline Wrath is not that good, but whatever. Alright, this is fun. I think we're in, like, I mean, obviously Chalice is insane against them. They're going to have, like, Smash Smithereens and stuff, but we have Timelies now. We'll see. This is going to happen. Your queue with a sweet green-white Heliod deck? Awesome. That's great. Congrats. I have not played in the player store yet. Okay. So, good news, bad news. We have Timely. We have no Leyline. We have double Nykthos. Not very good. We have Spirit Guide. We're going to mulligan this. We're going to mulligan this. Tempo decks are modern. What kind of tempo decks? We're going to mulligan. Well, this one's got Leyline and double Timely. But yeah, this is a one-lander. I snap keep it. But we got a mulligan again. Opponent's also on 6. Okay. I think we stop here. We're going to keep this. We're going to ship Legendary Nykthos and probably Rule of Law. Halo's fine. Helps with Nykthos. Obviously, Timely's very good. They have a 1-drop. They have a 1-drop. Masseju is for stopping counterspells. For those mean blue players who want to counter my spells. That's not bad. Turn 2 Timely. Nicole's playing the PTQ. Oh.
My opponent won game 1 with 0 cards in their library.
You should build them.
I should have. I thought about bringing that, the target player puts top 2 cards or something every time an enchantment enters the battlefield. What is that? Lantern? I don't know.
Alright, they light up a stage, hitting light up a stage, and a braid. So obviously a braid would hit a braid hits Chalice. We don't have Chalice, that's fine. Nicole's playing a sealed BTQ. Alright, I'm pretty sure we just Timely here. It's a pretty good spot to Timely. Buys a lot of time so we can cast Oblivion Ring and Rest in Peace and stuff like that, which is fine, so just hit it. They're definitely chump blockers. We're not going to block and kill stuff, but looking at a blue-black tempo deck, like blue-black what? Like what kind of, like Delver? Or what kind of stuff? I do scheduling. I'm pretty flexible with scheduling and stuff, so it's up to you, Zonerator. And obviously it'll be on YouTube if you'd like. Yeah, blue black what? Lava Dart. That's pretty good. Can they actually kill all 3 tokens though? They only have 1 card left. And they have this light up a stage and the Abrade. This is fine, honestly. We just O-ring the Swift Spear after all this happens and it's fine. Oh wait, we can block. Never mind. Block! They stack their land, Lava Dart too. Now they can't even light up a stage or Abrade. Okay. That's a weird turn. So they have... Now these are gone forever. So they have 1 card in hand, 2 lands in play. We're at 20 life, and they have a Swift Spear. Alright. Rest in peace. We draw a land, we O-ring. Swift Spear. And they're going to crack the... And they are really aggressive. They are really, really aggressive. Soul Scar Mage, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, so we are going to draw land. No. Man, if we die before we draw land, I would be pretty sad. Okay. I mean, it's a card. Lava Dart. That seems a lot worse than just casting it on their turn. That dealt 1 instead of 2. Okay, so we're going to 12. We do need to draw land here. We were going to die if we don't draw land. They're probably attacking for 4 every turn for the rest of the game, so we were going to draw land. But I guess that wasn't bad. If it's going to be a non-land, I guess that's the best one. Ooh, that's bad. That could be really scary. Sweet Freddy, thanks. Swift Spear, okay. I don't know why they would cast that. Our opponent's a crazy person. They're just like running and gunning. Alright, land please. Thank God. Alright, so we timely first. And a pretty easy triple block, I think. So we're going to play a Bolt. That's fine. We take 2, kill their creature, sell the blocker back. Yeah, this game's over. I'm not sure how they could ever come back from this game. Us 12 life. Temple, cool. Top card. Auramancy bottom. Play, I play Ruined Halo here, honestly. Name Spear. That's the game, folks. There you go. Look at the improvement. Look at the improvement. What do you think, Shmibble? What do you think about your free pseudo-double dip? It's easy as that. Easy as pie. If you're going to play prison, play the good prison cards. Make sure you lock them up. Tie it tight, and then throw it in the river or whatever. Other things. Alright? Questions, Shmibble? Comments, concerns? That's a Your Deck Live modern pillow fort for Shmibble. A few less pillows. A few more industrial strength locks. Bloodmover's Amulet and Chalice for prowess. Well, that's the idea. You know, that's the idea. I think I'm telling you can get free value by submitting piles of hot trash. Well, maybe that's on me. Maybe I should have quality control a little harder with the pillow fort deck. Alright? So, you very much enjoyed it? Excellent. Another happy customer here on Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream. Folks, I gotta figure out what to do with these Your Deck lives, because I would like to do 3 in a day. I expect them to take about 2.5 hours between the deck tech, the rebuilds, the intro and stuff. But sometimes we just go like 3 hours a Your Deck live, and we end up being like a 9-hour stream. That's like a little more than I'd like to stream. Usually like 8 hours is where I like to stop. But doing 2 is not enough. We gotta figure it out. I don't know. But nice 9-hour stream here. I love y'all. If you haven't followed, make sure you follow. Watching on YouTube, please help me out. All right, take 10 seconds. Like the video, leave a comment, sub the channel. Helps me out a ton. And tell me how much you hate Blood Moon in your YouTube comment. All right, because I know you do. YouTube folks, I love you.